Hello there, my inspirations. My name is InspirAspir, and today I'm going to teach you the best possible way to record your audio when making a Launchpad cover. This video should be really quick, really short, so let's jump right into it and learn how to get the best audio quality when making a Launchpad cover. Now, in theory, one way you could record your audio is to use some sort of application that can record your computer's audio, run that application, play your cover, and just sort of record it that way. But to be honest, I don't think that's the best idea. At least not in my opinion. Although if for some reason that idea is really sticking out to you and you really want to do that, you can go ahead, I guess. I use an application called ScreenFlow a lot of times when making my tutorial videos, and I record my computer's audio this way. So in theory, I suppose you could make a Launchpad cover, perform it, and record your computer audio while performing it, and just sort of use your audio that way. But I'm not the biggest fan of that. The way I prefer is actually pretty straightforward, and you can do it directly in Ableton, where you make your Launchpad cover. So on your samples track, where you have all of your samples stored on your Launchpad, make sure it's armed for recording. Next, to record your audio, you can go to the top of Ableton up here and hit the circle button. This is obviously the recording button. As soon as you hit this button, any input you make on your Launchpad will be recorded. One benefit to recording your audio this way is, assuming your Ableton's BPM is the same of your song's BPM, you can actually turn on the metronome by clicking right here, make sure it's yellow. So that way when you record and you press play, Ableton will play a metronome to the beat of your song, and that can help you stay in sync, and it can help you play at the right speed. So all you're gonna do is hit this record button and play your cover like you normally would. When you're done recording your project, you can either hit the stop button or press the space bar on your computer. You now have a MIDI clip full of your recorded samples. These are all of your button inputs, and if you were to play it back, it sounds exactly how you performed your cover. Please note that if you're using chain selectors to create different pages of samples, you're going to want to make sure that your chain selector automation is on. Sometimes it may get deactivated if you perform your cover over top of your MIDI clip multiple times. So to do this, you can either go into your samples MIDI track, go down here to chain selector, right click, and hit re-enable automation. That is, if it's off. If it's already turned on, then you don't need to worry about it. You'll know if it's off if this bar over here looks gray, or if this little square next to your chain selector is gray. That means the automation is deactivated, and essentially what would happen is you'll only remain in one page throughout your cover, even if when you recorded your performance you changed pages. So as long as you re-enable the automation, then you'll notice here that in my example, I change pages roughly around here. The point is you want to make sure this is automated, otherwise you might not get all the pages that you used. So that's pretty straightforward. We have a MIDI clip full of our samples. This was our input. Now, next thing we do, very easy, we go to File, Export Audio Video. Under Rendered Track, we choose our samples, or whichever track has this MIDI clip and your samples. In my case, I called it samples just for my sake. You're going to want to make sure that this covers the length of your MIDI clip. File type as a WAV should be fine. Sample rate should be fine. I think 44,000 Hertz is roughly the default. You can keep it at that. Bit depth is fine. No dither is fine, because for the most part, the song you should be exporting is already mastered. You don't want to change any of these settings. Point is, the default settings should be fine. From here, you can hit export. You can choose your destination, you can name your audio file, and you can hit save. Now, what you've just done, assuming you did everything right, is you just exported a raw audio file of your Launchpad cover's performance. From here, you can open up the video editor of your choice. You can drag in the recording of your Launchpad performance, that is the video file of you performing the Launchpad cover. You can detach any audio from that. You don't want any white noise or background sounds or the sound of you tapping the buttons. You don't want any of that to interfere with your performance. And then you can navigate to your exported audio file and drag it into your video editor. From here, you can synchronize the audio and the video to your liking. Since I'm assuming because you made the cover and you've memorized the performance, you should know what parts of the audio are synchronized with what parts of the video. And from here, you have a recorded Launchpad cover with your button inputs, meaning it is your cover. It's not just the raw audio file slapped on top of the video, because that kind of takes away the entire point of a cover. You were able to record your Launchpad cover's performance as an audio file, you're able to synchronize it, and you don't have any background noises, you don't have any button press sounds, and overall, it's just the best of both worlds. So that's how you do it, that's how you record your Launchpad covers audio. Like I said, this was a very short and sweet video. I was a little crunched on time this week, so making something this short was perfect for me, while still being able to help out some of you who ask questions about this all the time. So hopefully that helps. Appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.